What's up, good people? Welcome to season 2, episode 2 of Cant, the San Fran. I'm one half of your host. I go by the name of Reef Ledger.
No joke, the growth. I'm here.
Oh man, my brother. Week 2 is in the books, my brother. How you feeling, man? How you feeling after week 2?
Man, I gotta say, you was right. you hey, you called it. Hey, you called it. You was like, hey, the growth, calm down. Hey, no joke, calm down. you called it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, I don't want to believe it, man, but you called it, man. I'm feeling all right though. I'm feeling all right.
Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. I hate that the fact that I called it and it was actually true. Um, it hurt me to be right in this one, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? We haven't won there in 30 years. We haven't won in Minnesota, and they just spanked us last year.
Yeah.
So it was a little. I mean, I don't think it was a wake up call because I had called it, to be honest. But again, man, like I said, I don't really know what else needs to be said, man. I think we should just need to get right into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Score overview, man. Basically, a lot to a little. The Vikings 23, San Francisco 49ers 17, man. I'm gonna go with you, no joke, man. Let's go with the good, the bad, and the ugly, my brother.
Yeah. So for me, it was a hard game to watch. I'm big on the Niners. I'm 49er. Like I'm probably one of the biggest 49er fans that people know. But I actually watched the game at the bar by myself. I watched it by myself, and I just was like, dang, we couldn't do anything. We just couldn't do anything. The offense looked horrible. Oh man, our secondary. You talked about our secondary last year. Eh, Oh man, our secondary is bad. Man, Ward 7, Mooney is supposed to be our best corner. He looked lost. He looked lost. Man, our whole secondary just looked lost out there. When you got Sam Darnold looking like a young A-Rod out there, we in trouble. We in trouble. The secondary, I don't know what we're gonna do with the secondary. As far as the secondary, I thought that was one of the things that was bad. But if you go with the good, it wasn't a lot of good, but I'll tell you one thing: 54, Fred Warner, he has to get a Super Bowl, man. He was everywhere, man. He is like, man, he's special, man. Warner he's special. He kept us in it. The forced fumbles, he kept us in it. So I really thought Fred Warner, if I had to give a game ball to the losing team, I would have given it a Fred Warner. But the ugly, it was just the offensive line. Offensive line in the secondary was horrible.
Yeah.
It was a horrible performance. Purdy did what he could do, but Purdy, the offensive line. We drafted these guys. I had high praise first week. Where were they? I don't know if it was the scheme from Minnesota, which Purdy he talked about the scheme after the game and congratulated their defensive coordinator and said, hey, that was a hell of a scheme. But come on, man. The coaching. We were out coached. How many times everybody, one of my guys, Big Man, he said he was gonna watch tonight, but everybody talks about us wanting to fire Cal. A lot of people say fire Cal. I'm not saying fire him, but I'm starting to get tired of him. And I was tired of him last year. I'm tired of having these games when he's out coached. He's supposed to be a top 5 offensive talent, and he's getting out coached. Everybody say, "Oh, you Kyle this, Kyle that." He's getting out coached too much, and that was in my ugly as well. Other than that, I'll say we ran the ball some. I guess that was good. I think he might have ran over 80 yards.
Nah, it's 100.
He was over 100. Yeah, he was over 100 yards. We ran the ball. Man, I just felt it was just a bad performance. I'm tired. I know you always say, man, who else we'll get? I'm starting to get tired of Kyle Shanahan getting out coached. He's a top 3 coach in the league, and you getting out coached in some of these games and the stretch, bro. What about this stretch in early on? I know I put it in the More Flowers group. I had put we on a early 3-game slid, but it happens every year. I don't know if you notice. If it's not the first 3-4 games, it happens around 4 to 7. Between that 7th game, we lose like 3 or 4 games, and we have too much talent to be doing that, man. Too much talent. So I'm gonna let you go, bro. I know that was a lot, but I had a lot on my chest, bro.
Pause. But yeah, I mean, bro, nobody goes 17-0. You know what I'm saying? Like the last team to do that and won the Super Bowl was the Miami Dolphins. You know, outside of the Patriots, who didn't even win the Super Bowl. If Kyle Shanahan gets fired today, he gets fired at 8:08. He has a job at 8:09. Right? I mean, that's just a fact.
I agree.
A fact. And who would you really even replace Kyle Shanahan with? There's not too many people that have that level of offensive wizardry, and also the pair with him and Lynch, the moves they make, the aggressiveness they make in the offseason with people, keeping core guys. I mean, I got to tip my hat to him. So in no way, shape, or form would I be asking for him to leave. But as the good from the game, to me, it's similar to you, Fred Warner. There's 2 people I want to salute. One of those people, Fred Warner. Hell of a game by Fred. Actually, 3 people. Hell of a game by Fred. A fumble that kept us in the game.
Mm-hmm.
He actually had another punch out that went out of bounds on Sam Darnold, and then he caught an interception. You know, he's in the run-ins for defensive player of the year in my eyes. I think it may be him, maybe Aiden Hutchinson, maybe one other person. If I'm not mistaken, I could be missing someone else, but and TJ Watt. But as of now, those are the 3. I got Fred. I mean, I could be biased, but I got Fred there. Another one is good is Jordan M.A. $E. The boy ran the ball. He ran. I believe he had 5 yards of carry, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Touchdown again. They got away from the run a little bit. He got in his head a little bit in the middle of the game, and then started to pick it up again towards the end of the game when we needed to make a comeback. So salute to him. Again, this is only a 2nd game start, and I think he'll get much better. He's a really strong runner, and he's really hard to tackle. Mm-hmm. You know, a guy like that big and tall, was doing hurdles, running he's running through traffic up the gut. Yeah. Really hard to tackle him. As the game wears on, he wears on defenses. So salute to him. And actually, a 3rd person was Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel stepped up in the game, came through with a lot of catches. The bad in the game was the turnovers, man. Brock had 2, could have had 3, but they dropped 1. You know, it was really, really bad. And in the special teams, the fucking block punt, bro. Like he blocked it for when he got his punt blocked, right? Mm-hmm. The guy's on the floor. He doesn't touch him. So he gets up and runs for more yards. Like, what are you doing? Like, bro, honestly, I watch the games now and I'll be chilling. I don't really have no emotion after the Super Bowl. I just be kind of laughing or whatever. I just be like, whatever. That right there, that shit had me yelling at the TV, bro. Because I'm like, what fuck are you like? Excuse my language to those who might be watching it with little ones, but what are you doing though? You know what I'm saying? Like that was just absurd to me. And I know I'm pretty sure he understood that, you know, Wisnowski's a veteran, so he should have touched the guy, pause, and just touched him down, because all he had to do was do that and he'd have been down. The ugly for me, the bad also, secondary. I mean, again, we getting burnt and we still struggle with running quarterbacks, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, that's always our downfall, bro. The running quarterback kills us. Every time we play a quarterback that can run a little bit, we get killed. That's a headache right there. Secondary still shaky. We had a couple times we could have gotten the game and we just couldn't stop him. Sam Darnold, like you said. The ugly, the injuries, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get to that in a second. But again, as you know, Debo's out.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna be out for a few. We're gonna get to that in a second, but I'll move on. In your eyes, no joke, who is this loss on?
I think it was a combination of the whole team, but I felt like the game plan, what Cal's game plan, it just wasn't there. Whatever he was trying to do, I don't know what he was trying to attack. It wasn't there. Or maybe he thought it was going to be open, or I felt like I'm putting this one on Cal. Also, our defensive coordinator. What is he doing? Some of the play calling. And now I know we're missing personnel. We're missing Dre Greenlaw is missed, man. He is missed because that side to side speed, the guy we picked up from Green Bay, he's just not it. Now he's better in the run, but he can't cover. Dre Greenlaw is missed, and I hope he comes back with the same speed. Dre, get well soon. We need you. Yeah, I would say I'm gonna put this one on the coaching, man. I feel like we know what Minnesota. We're familiar with Minnesota and how they attack. What is Cal doing? And I know everybody's saying Cal's a great coach. I get it. You all that's watching, Cal is a good coach. But as a 49er fan, I just get irritated at times at his game planning. And it was a call. Maybe it was a call. Was it a 3rd and 1? Do you remember this? He throws it to Debo on like a little slant play it was 3rd and 1 on the goal line. So, it was a screen play. What was that, bro? What was that? Like, come on. And Cal does this. I believe if you make mistakes now, you're gonna do the same shit if we go in the playoffs. So if you're doing, because he's been doing it, and he does that in the playoffs. So I'm more mad at the coaching. I don't know who you gonna put it on, but I think it's on the coaching. I felt like we weren't as prepared for Minnesota, being familiar with them, playing them these last few years and what they bring.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of coaching and the players. I can't put this 100% on coaching. The screen I put on Kyle, only because so they tried to run the screen twice. That's the screen twice. And it almost got picked off 2 times, but the same defensive end that actually took it the week before, he was a pick 6 on the Giants. The same guy, he did that. So if you're doing it to his side, knowing that he could jump the route, that's just bad coaching, because you just like on his end, just avoid it, because he's shown that he's good at it.
Yeah.
And he showed in that game against us, like, yo, he can do it. So, but from that aspect, that like for the block punt, the coaches are not out there blocking. It's the players.
Yeah. True.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The same thing with Justin Jefferson's touchdown.
They did all play action.
It's 2 people on him.
Yeah.
Bro, it's 2 people on him. The coaches know. That's the players. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think it's the effort, man. I think that on our defensive end, Bosa got 2 sacks, but he just don't seem like himself, really, man. I think it's a combination of both, though. I'll give it. I think this loss is on the coaches and on the players. I think it's on, but not just Kyle, though. Kyle, Nick, and the special teams coach. I can't forget him off the top of my head. I just was talking about this dude. But it's on them 3, bro. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? All phases of the game. We lost it all phases of the game. That's why we lost the game. And so I think it's on all of them, and it's on the players as well. You got to hold the players accountable, especially those that's getting paid big money. Ayuk, where you at? You know what I'm saying? He's trying to ran back in the form. Trent had a couple penalties on him that cost us. So we got to get them back in the form. So again, man, and speaking of that, my brother, we spoke about this earlier. Just the injury bug, man. It's another player down, and I want your opinion on who do you think is going to step up after this injury bug. As you know, Deebo Samuel's out for the foreseeable future. I don't believe he's on IR, to my knowledge, but they say he's expected to miss a couple weeks though.
Yeah, and I seen 4 weeks, so that's big. 4 weeks without CMC and Debo, who I feel like give us the edge, being able to line them up in all types of different positions, wide back. You got CMC. He could play receiver. So I think it's gonna be tough, man. I was trying to look up some things on Pretty Ricky and see if Pretty Ricky was gonna be ready. Because if it's a time that we need him now. I know you got the gunshot.
He's on IR.
Oh, he's on IR too, so he'll be missing the 4. So he'll miss the first 4 too. See, I didn't know that. Yeah. So we'll probably get. Man, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Kittle, can Kittle and IU carry us? Can they carry us? I don't know. And Jordan, they gonna be the keys. they gonna be the keys. And Big Trent, I know you've been drinking and you've been chilling on the couch, but you gotta step it up. you gotta step it up. You gotta step it up. You got your money. It's time to step it up. I'm tired of seeing you all tired out there, man. He got like 40 million guaranteed. We need you to step up. IU, step up. I need you to be 100-yard guy. I need you to be 100-yard guy. No ifs or buts about it. Ayuk needs to be 100-yard guy. But that's all I got.
What's your outlook with all the injuries and our remaining schedule coming up?
Man, I'm trying to remain optimistic, but bro, I don't know, bro. Like I think we could beat we beat the Rams. We could beat the Rams, but the Rams are pretty. They all right. They not sucking like I thought they would suck this year. So the Rams are looking okay. Our division. I looked at the Cardinals, and you talked about running quarterbacks. You talked about running quarterbacks, Kyler Murray, and then you got Marvin Harrison. It's not going. If we don't fix some of these things and get players back soon, man, I wouldn't be surprised. I think you said your record was we won 9-10 games. I think last year you were saying something about the next year following what we'll win. Bro, I'm with you, bro. I don't see 14-2 or 14-3. I don't see that. So I'm thinking 10 games. We win 10, 11 games, maybe. But we got to get people back. And people got to stop getting hurt. Our players got to stop getting hurt too. So we don't want Trent or Fred Warner to go down. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like you now, man. To 9, 10, 11 games. I'm thinking because we're gonna take some losses without having these players.
Yeah, I'll get to the Rams in a second, but the Rams just got blown out by the Cardinals though. But regarding the injury bug, man, I mean, it's spreading, and we spoke about this already at our end of season wrap up last year. The toll that it takes to go through an entire season, especially to escape really without any major injuries last season, is going to take a toll on these players' bodies because they played the longest, them and the Chiefs, than all of the teams. You know what I'm saying? So the injuries were expected. Debo is known to be injury prone, unfortunately. So is Kittle. So is C-Mac. So those were on par of the course. That's why we drafted the people that we drafted. We wouldn't know, Pretty Ricky would get shot in his chest and things of that nature. But again, this is things that we tried to prepare for. As far as who I think could step up, I think the young boy Jacob Cowan can step up. Jay Mace already is stepping up. We got, now Debo's out. We got to use the actual running back to back him up. So hopefully, running backs we have. I think they got Isaac Guerrero. I hope he steps up in the hope he steps up in as a replacement for a little bit for Jordan to spell him for a little while. Jacob Cowan, I've heard some good things from him. He did some good things in training camp. He had that bad muff punt, man. Also, this was messed up last week.
Yeah.
But we got to get him out there because he's a quick dude, short but quick.
Yeah, little dude. Yeah.
He's like 5'8", so but super fast. So I think he can be a person that take the top off pause while Ayuk works intermediate routes and maybe some go routes also. So we need Ayuk to step up. A lot of coverage is going to be to him, but Kittle, Juszczyk, Cowing, and my man, Third and Dewan. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about Third and One. He always played well to me though, man.
Yeah, he's a dog, bro.
He's a dog, man.
He's a dog,
I like Third. Yeah,
I love Dewan Kings, bro.
Yeah.
Next, we'll move on. Just an overview. We 2 weeks in with Nikki Sunshine. First week was dominant. This past week was Sunday was a little shaky. What are your thoughts so far? What do we need to improve with?
Man, got to improve that secondary. I know last year they were really on sideline Steve because of the things he was calling, some of the coverages he was calling. To me, last week it was no different. We gotta do some different things in the secondary. I believe once if Dre comes back, I think having the vertical with our linebackers, they are faster sideline to sideline. I think we'll be better once we get the personnel back, far as from the linebacker position. But the corners, I think that's who we have. I think Lenore played solid. He played solid, but man, like you said, man, we don't have a guy. And I know Mooney they got him top 5 in the rankings corners, but I still don't think we have a bona fide guy in our secondary, which I think if they played a young boy from Wake Forest, but I don't think he played any. Did he play? Did he play? Okay, yeah, he played some, but man, I don't know, man. I don't think we have a safety that really can cover 27. Brown, bro, do you see him getting burned a lot? I don't know if it's me, but is it?
I think the angles he takes are
the angles
and coverage and like deep coverage. He's up and down. Sometimes he'll take a bad angle, but he's still a young player, so I thought
he was going to be better in coverage, but I guess we'll see. But to me, it's the secondary. Secondary needs to improve. I think Fred is going to hold the linebackers down. The defensive, Bosa in the fourth quarter. I know Bosa got 2 sacks, but when we need that one, like when it was that 39, we needed that. Like, where is he? Like, I need you to get this sack, bro. Like, we need that, like, to get the ball back. Like, we needed that. So it's like I need more from Bosa, but everybody says I'm too hard on Bosa. Like, I'm like, you beat up Bosa. I don't think I do, bro. Like, I need that sack there. But you could go ahead, bro. That's it.
My overview right now, it's a little early, but I think we did some good things week 1. I think week 2, again, us going in there last year and getting humbled, and going in there this year and getting humbled again. I think it'll help the defense come back stronger. They did play the young boy from Wake Forest, the safety, Malik Mustafa. He played. He actually played well from the times I've seen him, and he's number 6, if I'm not mistaken. He played pretty well. We got to get Odom out the secondary, bro. Odom is the one that's paired with Jair Brown. Get him out of there. I can't wait till Hufanga come back. Get Odom out of there. Throw the young boy Malik Mustafa in there, if anything. He's faster. He's more sound, and he hits. He was hitting. He was attacking the ball. I like that. They had the rookie. I saw the rookie from Florida State out there, our second round corner, Ronaldo Green. He was too. So he was out there. It's promising. The young boys are still young. They still new, but they get to see that NFL game speed, and they got to see that against one of the best receivers in the game, if not the best receiver in the game right now, which is Jay Jettis, who torched us and then left. He left the game. He didn't come back.
He got hurt. Yeah, still had a buck.
I mean, he caught a 90-yard, he caught a 97-yard touchdown.
Yeah, had a buck easy.
So I think that with that being said, I'm still waiting to see. Secondary just remains an issue. It's the coverages they use sometimes. That cover 3 zone kind of thing. It's a lot of gaps at times. Depending if the pass rush doesn't get there, then the gaps can be found.
Wide open.
Yeah, and I think that's something that Sorensen will have to work on with the defense, man. That's really what it is. I think I think he has the capabilities. A young coach, first time being a DC, so we can see how it goes. But it's looking on the up and up, man, for those guys right now as it stands. I think we need help at linebacker. I don't think the replacement for Dre Greenlaw is it, like you said. But I mean, it's still early. But man, we got Fred back there. I think Mooney is doing solid. I don't think he's amazing, but I think he's playing. Okay football.
Yeah. I think he's a solid corner too, but I know some people say he's a lockdown guy. You know what I'm saying? They say he's a lockdown, and sometimes I want to see him go after the best receiver. We need somebody that can follow the best guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What I will say about is one. I want to tackle this topic real quick first, and that's just the offense checking, because I know you got your gripes with Kyle. For what I normally say about Kyle is that he's not aggressive enough. And in this game, I felt he was really aggressive, and I actually really liked it, even though we lost the game, because it gives the offense confidence that with the game on the line, or that he's willing to take those 4th and shorts. We got in the goal line and we went for it on 4th down. We didn't get it because the ball was tipped at the line, but Jennings was wide open for a touchdown. So that's something that we got to work on, which is the red zone offense as well. But that play right there let me know, all right, he's willing to be a little bit more aggressive now. And that was earlier in the game, where before he would have just kicked the 3. But I like the fact that he went for it. It was just unfortunate that he caught the fucking bomb 2 plays later. The bomb was from there. It was from because we went for it on 4th and didn't get it. It was on the 3, and then he caught the bomb. So, but I like that fact. Kyle still knows how to scheme people open, and so I think that the plays that how we were clicking early, we just weren't scoring. But they couldn't stop us either. We just weren't scoring. That's interceptions and things like that. But I think the offensive play calling was actually pretty solid, bro. We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot. That's why I was upset with Brock with the turnovers. And then the penalties killed us. So we kept going back because of penalties, and then Brock was turning it over. And so, but overall, I think that the run game was solid, and he feeds the pass off the run. So I thought that was working, man. Brock was throwing to the middle of the field really efficiently. He was throwing a lot of high point balls for Debo to catch, and so that's how Debo was able to eat it. I liked it. I don't like Debo running anymore, though. I mean, I put that in the group chat. I'm not really a fan of it. If every once in a while, maybe once, twice a game, maybe, but I don't think Debo's body is built for that anymore.
Yeah. And I think so too. I agree. Over usage of Debo. We got to keep him as a receiver now. Do I think he's back next year? It's been rumors that he might get traded next year, but Debo needs to be a receiver. Him in the backfield. Maybe we can use him, put him back there, but he don't get the ball. Give somebody else the ball. But I'm tired of seeing that too. But far as the offense, I was frustrated. Like you said, we wasn't putting the ball in the end zone, and it's just them certain plays Cal pisses me off with. It's just certain plays, man. I'm like, he's been in it. He's been in the game too long to do that 3rd and 1. Like, why would you do that? We like you said, Jordan runs the ball hard. Like, why would you throw that? So it's not that I think Kyle is a bad coach. It's just sometimes his decision making pisses me off. And to me, when you do it now, like I said earlier, you're gonna do it again. And this time it might be in the playoffs. This time it might be in the Super Bowl. Because me and you both questioned this play calling in the Super Bowl, didn't we? We both questioned it. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't want to get back there, bro.
Yeah, you know, you. Everybody's like, you, man, Kyle, you hard, bro. Kyle, I want to see Kyle coach a great game without these silly ass plays. But overall, Kyle is a good coach. I'm not saying he's a sorry coach at all. But the offense, I think Purdy's gonna be one of them guys that two, 3 of the games out of the year, he's gonna play like that. He did the same thing last year.
Bro, all quarterbacks do it.
Yeah. And I think what throws me off with it is because last year he had it was 3 straight games. He played like ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just played bad. But I still believe in Brock though. I think he's our guy. We're gonna have to pay him a whole bunch of money soon. But overall, the offense, I think we could get back on track. We definitely could get back on track. The offensive line, Hill said 6 sacks. The offensive line was horrible. The offensive line was horrible to me. At times you saw them block, but at times Purdy didn't have any. He didn't have any time. But like you said, bro, it's early. We got some young players, but next week we'll see in LA, man. We'll see.
Listen, the thing about the line, man, they still gelling. We got a young rookie at right guard. Trent just came back. So that's really the main thing that's forcing the sacks, pulls. But I think that they'll get better with that. I mean, we feed off the run a lot. So it was just one of those games, bro. I mean, I told you that I didn't think we were.
Yeah, you told me.
I said I don't see us winning the game only because I think Kevin O'Connor's a good coach. And I think us going to Minnesota, it's just something about Minnesota, bro. I don't know, bro. They just every time we go there, we beat them. Every time they come to San Fran, every time we go there, they beat us. Every time they come to San Fran, we beat them. So I don't know what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
loud in there. It might be the noise, I guess.
Nah, man, it ain't that loud. No stadium louder than Seattle or Kansas City. Those are two loudest.
Yeah. I don't know what it is either, man. That's the only thing I could think of.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, listen. We on to the Rams, bro.
Divisional game. We should win it. I still think we're the better team, even with our our best players not playing. We might get is Huff playing? I don't know if I didn't read. I know they say he's close. They keep saying he's close to playing. So we get Huff back. I really miss him now after seeing the secondary. We need him back. But I think we should win the game. But I'm feeling like you. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost the game. I wouldn't be surprised. We should win it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we lost the game. It's one of the division games. You know how they get. Sometimes they could get close and they could go either way. But I do know for sure it's gonna be a lot of red in that LA stadium. You know how we like doing the LA stadium.
Right.
we sell that thing, we make that thing 49. We make that Levi. That's gonna be Levi Sunday.
I don't know if I'm making a San Fran this year, but my man live in Tampa. I might go down to the Tampa game and just stay with him.
Okay.
Earlier, but what you got to score on this one? Sorry about that.
I'm probably. I think we should win. I think we should 20. I'll do 28-17 49ers. I think we should win this game. I think we're better. I think we should win this game 28-17. But like I said, I'm still not I won't be surprised if the Rams upset us. I wouldn't be.
Yeah, for me on this one, I would be surprised if the Rams upset us. And we better not lose this goddamn game. The Rams are missing their top 2 receivers.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Puka's on IR. Cup is on IR. All they got is Higbee's out. All they got is Kyron Williams, Tutu Atwell, and DeMarcus Robinson. 2 of their starting linemen are out. They have wild injuries this year. So, and they just got smoked by the Cardinals. I mean, if we lose this game, I'd be highly disappointed. I don't see us losing it at all. I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna dominate. Especially fresh off that loss. I think Brock's gonna come back rejuvenated. Their secondary, their defense is nothing. They don't have anything really. I got them scoring maybe 13, maybe us 20, 32, 13, something like that.
Yeah, I think so too. But if we start playing like last week, hopefully we're motivated.
I mean, we also, McVay also got, he also don't beat Kyle, just like we ain't been beating O'Connell, which is crazy. Pause. Kyle's a great record against McVay. I think that we'll be able to take advantage of those mismatches on offense and defense, and I think it'll be again, Stafford is not a running quarterback, bro. Like, I'm not even worried about it. Like, defensively, I think we'll be solid. So as long as if the quarterback can run, we got a big test the week after because that's we play the Cardinals. But this week I'm not worried about. I think it's gonna be an easy win, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I could go for that.
All right. So this was a quick episode, man, but that wraps up episode 2, my brother. So we'll talk. I'll see you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hill, appreciate you. Appreciate the 3-man weave. We got do a little bit better at promoting this joint ahead of time, man. Life been life, and we both been caught up, but we're gonna start getting back into the swing of it, man, for sure. As soon as the season continues to pick up.
Yep. All right, y'all.
All right. No joke. I'll talk to you. Thank you.
All right, bro.